What's that?
Today much different from yesterday, I guess?
Uh, in terms of like,
Just getting everything back to routine and difference from the two practices.
no, I thought we had a good practice yesterday. I thought we had a good practice today. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just kind of, you got to, is it fortunate to open at home? You haven't had many home games on the schedule for the month of February, and to come out of the break, how fortunate it is to have kind of one of those home games.
Our fans are best in the league, and the energy that they bring to Golden One is, it's not matched in my opinion. So to be able to play in front of your home crowd at any time, especially our home crowd, is always a good thing. So I look at it as that more than anything else.
Has that stood out, the record, the home record this year? Are you pleased at where it is? I'm sure there's moments that stick out that you want more, but how do you feel like you've...
I don't know what our home record is,
Okay.
so I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but I do know that the energy playing here, being able to sleep in your own home bed and all that other stuff is a lot better than being on the road.
Sure.
You guys play.
What's up, Slade?
You guys
Come
play.
here.
Oh,
What are you doing?
He's great.
Keep walking, right?
She's close.
Close,
She's
okay.
like help. You guys are currently 14 in offense. But if you look at the efficiency, because they're not that further down from last year. Just a bunch of teams have crazy numbers. Do you feel like there's been a significant offensive drop off for you guys this year? Is it small? Where are you at on those things?
Yeah, I said this yesterday. There are a couple of areas that, obviously we're locked into after the break. But our biggest one is our free throw efficiency. If we shot the same from the free throw line as we did last year, which is not unattainable, we'd be, I think, 8th or something like that, 7th offensively. And that's with the explosion on the offense end of the floor. So for me, we're going to keep coaching our pace and all that other stuff. But I think even pace right now, we're higher in our pace right now than what we were last year. So we're going to keep coaching all those other things as well as shooting the kind of free throws and see how it shakes out at the end of the day.
You coming out, you talked about the benefit of availability and health and all that. Obviously, they have the same with Sasha and banged up guys. Do you feel that you guys are still having the good fortune, for the most part, of health this season?
We're going through it like anybody else. The difference is last season we didn't have to deal with it at all.
Right.
I think everybody was available most of the year, and having different guys in and out, from Foxy to Keegan to Trey to whoever else, was a little bit of an adjustment, but it's good for us to go through because this is what the normal NBA is about. That's why you have 18 guys on most teams.
And for you, you talked about, kind of decompressing a little in the All-Star break, and we talked yesterday about kind of big picture. Do you come in yourself even with more of an open mind after 5 days away, or find little things that you might want to install or implement, or do you try to keep things as consistent as possible?
Well, if you can keep them consistent, anybody no matter what walk of life you're in, if you can have some form of consistency, it's much appreciated by everybody that's involved with whatever's going on. And so that's what you like to do. But at the end of the day, if something's not working, you may have to change it up. And like we haven't shot the ball well from the free throw line, so we're shooting more free throws in practice than we ever have. And defensively, we're not good defending the 3-point line, so we've changed some technique on our closeouts, and those are needed, in my opinion. And so if something's needed, you make an adjustment. And you also don't just wait till the All-Star break to make an adjustment. You make an adjustment when you feel like you need to make one. And so coming out of the break, we've made some tweaks, but at the end of the day, if you can have some form of consistency, then that's probably the best for everybody involved.
Coach, what do those free throw drills look like? Is it just where they just park them right there and say start throwing free throws, or do you make it fun? Do you make it interesting?
You got to mix it up. But just no matter what you do, any drills you do, you try to mix it up, keep the guys engaged. Sometimes you have them shoot in bulk for 10 minutes. Sometimes you have them make 5 in a row at all 5 baskets or at 3 baskets. We have a free throw game that we play that we've been playing, even going back into last year. So it's a lot of different things that you try to do for them or do with them to keep them off balance and keep them engaged in the same breath.
Coach, Victor Wembanyama, he had a triple-double recently, 10 blocks. How do you get your players to adjust to somebody like that who is a good shot blocker and trying to get downhill and get in the paint, trying to score, try to get around him, deflecting and changing your shot and things like that? If I'm not giving away any secrets.
No, you cannot. No, I mean, everybody knows he's a great shot blocker, and what we like to do anyway. We like to touch the paint and spray, and so if Victor's coming, I think it just has to be a feel. We've talked about it. We've shown it. We've already played him once. If he's coming and you don't think you have an advantage, and spray the ball and go from what may be a good shot to a great shot. So I don't think it's anything tricky or that's hard to grasp. You just got to respect his ability to be able to block shots and know when to get off it.
Can he remind you of anyone?
No.
101?
Huh?
101?
Yeah, he might be 1-on-1 with his length and his skill set and all that other stuff. I've never seen anything like it before.
Coach, we've seen Keegan take strides on both sides of the ball, obviously. He's a level scorer at this point. He's challenged him to get more rebounds when he can. And obviously, defensively, he's stepped up as well. Where have you seen him grow the most this season?
Keegan's grown in a lot of areas, and I say this all the time. I don't know if there's a second-year player that probably has more pressure on them than he does. We're a playoff team. 9 times out of 10, he's taking the best perimeter offensive player for the other team. So we're asking him to defend at a high level in your second year. We're asking him to shoot the 3. We're asking him to go get buckets from his first and second level. We're asking him to rebound, not just defensive rebound, but offensive rebound, and the pressure's there for him to do it on every play, while understanding that we're a playoff team. And again, if you look at the guys drafting around him, I'm not sure if any of them have been in the playoffs yet, let alone have the pressure of the things that I just mentioned that Keegan has. So he's grown in a lot of different areas, not just one specific area. And in my opinion, he's just going to continue to get better, which is a benefit for this organization and the city.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you all.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Yep. Thanks, man.